Our story did not begin with the arrival of ships from distant shores. It did not start with maps drawn by strangers who could not pronounce our names. No. Our story is as old as the mountains that rise to touch the sky, and as deep as the rivers that carve their paths through the land. It began in the heart of this continent, where humanity itself first opened its eyes. Long before the world knew of Rome or Greece, Africa was alive with the hum of civilization. Great kingdoms rose from fertile soils built not by magic, but by the hands and minds of our ancestors. We must remember this truth. It is the foundation upon which our identity stands, firm and unshakable. Think of the kingdom of Kush, the Kandakes who ruled with wisdom and strength, commanded armies and raised pyramids in Meroe. Imagine the Mali Empire, Mansa Musa, whose pilgrimage was a grand procession announcing staggering prosperity. Great Zimbabwe, a city of stone without mortar, heart of trade stretching to the Indian Ocean, gold, ivory, goods from afar. In Benin, bronzes captured faces, stories and beliefs, libraries cast in metal, preserving our history. Our ancestors charted stars, calculated with rigor, pondered existence and built societies of community, respect and spirit. There is a secret that every person of African descent must know, a truth whispered on the wind and carried in our blood. It has been buried beneath falsehoods. The secret is this: our greatest strength is not our mineral wealth or the vastness of our land. It is our resilience, the unyielding spirit that endured centuries of turmoil yet refuses to be extinguished. This spirit lives in the dignity of a grandmother's stories, in the joy of our music, the colors of our fabrics, the laughter in hardship, the seeds of hope in barren soil. It is Ubuntu, the belief that I am because we are, humanity bound to humanity, no one left behind, orphans cared for, widows supported, harvest shared. Consider the griot, epics, genealogies, precedents, held in living memory and recited with grace, an intellectual heritage of astonishing memory and artistry. So look deeper than headlines, see the spirit that survived the slave trade, won independence, and keeps creating. This is our inheritance, strength, ingenuity, an unbreakable will to thrive. A secret not as burden, but as power, the steady drumbeat reminding us who we are. If we were a continent of greatness, a question arises: why did our journey take a difficult turn? The answer is not simple, nor our failure. It is a story of interruption. A great tree, its branches cut back as it reached for the sun. The first profound wound was colonization, an enterprise of extraction. They came not to share but to take: gold, diamonds, rubber, land, and our people. Arbitrary lines seeded future conflicts, nations built for convenience, not shared identity. Extraction was physical and psychological, our religions dismissed, languages belittled, governance dismantled. Education created clerks to serve the machine, not citizens to build a nation. After independence, the field was not level. Export chains to Europe, alien institutions, conflict-prone borders. Prices for our raw materials set abroad, finished goods cost more on return. This complex web explains today's challenges, context to learn from, not excuses. Understanding is the first step to untangle the knot. We diagnose the past to cure the future. Close your eyes, let us paint the Africa that was, before strangers redrew our maps. Golden savannas, emerald Congo forests alive with a million unseen voices. The Nile, the Niger, the Zambezi, veins of life lined with villages and farmlands. In the highlands, Tukuls hugging hills, coffee roasting, injera on the griddle, children laughing, life moved with seasons, planting, harvest, rains, and a purpose shared by all. Markets, the vibrant heartbeats, yams, peppers, spices, bargaining hum, blacksmith's rhythm, distant drum. News traveled, marriages arranged, alliances forged, the social fabric woven tight. Their dreams were ours: healthy children, good harvests, peace and community. A bride's beads, a hunter's skill, a carver's legacy, dignity rooted in land, family and culture. This was the world we inherited, a masterpiece of nature and humanity in harmony. The strangers came as traders, missionaries, explorers, their ships like distant omens. They brought mirrors, fabrics, guns, and a new religion. We greeted with hospitality, a dance of trade along the shores. Beneath the surface, they measured, mapped, and calculated wealth. Then the scramble. Men in Berlin drew lines without our kings or elders. They dismissed our histories and natural borders, creating territories of fiction. This was not negotiation, it was conquest. Our governance shattered, resisting kings exiled or killed, collaborators made puppets. We paid cash taxes, labored in mines and on settler lands, often under horrific conditions. Our sweat enriched distant empires. scars remain: extractive economies, instability from imposed borders, divide and rule legacies. The deepest wound was psychological, a narrative of darkness we still unlearn as we reclaim our truth. After the war, winds of change blew. The spirit of resistance ignited. A new generation, poets, intellectuals, activists, spoke freedom, self-determination, Pan-African unity. Independence won in protest, in struggle, and on the world stage. Hope at dawn. But the crown proved heavy. Fractured nations, alien systems, economies built for export. Many began with noble intentions, building schools, hospitals, roads. Then the Cold War made Africa a battleground. Outside powers, inside fissures. Some turned authoritarian, suppressing dissent, clinging to power, corruption spreading. We must be honest about failures. They are part of our story, pain that teaches the path to true freedom. Independence flags rose, yet a global game, with rules set by others, kept us constrained. We sell raw materials at prices set in London and New York. We buy back finished products at much higher price. Wealth continues to flow out, an updated form of old extraction. We have never stopped dreaming of unity, dignity, strength, an old dream echoing through generations. We reclaim identity, celebrate blackness, and tell our stories in our own voices. Not just raw suppliers, we process, refine, build technology. Silicon Savannah, Yabakan Valley, visions taking root. A future of education, healthcare, accountable government, peace, and shared prosperity is within our grasp. These are echoes of past greatness and seeds of tomorrow, our possible golden age. The story is not over. We hold the pen, carrying the past's wisdom, scars, and strength. Let the past be our teacher, reclaim our minds, decolonize thinking, believe in our potential, rewrite our books, celebrate languages, art, philosophy, foster critical thought and innovation, demand governance, transparency, and end to corruption, institutions serving the many, not the few. Together across the continent we rise, the giant stirring, not to reclaim a past but to forge a future worthy of our dreams.